Sunday evening, and we're looking ahead to the start of a new week. We have post Queen's Plate blues. Some of us anyway. Others, like Nino, was going on about Jet Dark from a couple of weeks before. I remember we had the discussion. You said to me on the show, can't remember which show it was, but I asked you about the Queen's Plate. You said to me, Nico, Rainbow Bridge, not for you. You said maybe the Met, but not the Queen's Plate. And then you asked me about Jet Dark, and you kept on asking me about Jet Dark, and that eventually ended up winning very easily and starting at 10-1.
Good evening, Nico. Can you believe it? I said the Rainbow Bridge will be competitive, but I don't see it winning. That's what I said.
Yeah, correct. Look, and Jet Dark won easily, proving that he's the best miler in the country by a considerable margin. I mean, that was an excellent win. Comity Ding showed signs that he's going to relish the Met trip of 2,000 meters. And then after that, there wasn't too much going on. Linebacker disappointed his followers. Yeah. Warrior ran terribly. And there wasn't much from the 3-year-old camp. Not that we expected much really from the 3-year-olds. I must say, Pakai ran okay, and so did Pomp and Power. They ran okay races, I thought.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, of double superlative in the Met. I'm still leaning towards the 3-year-old in the Met, funny enough, but I don't know. No.
Yeah, I thought Pakai ran a very nice race in that field. I think she's looking for a bit more ground, Nico, and she's a fair horse. I think she's going to be competitive in some of the races that are coming up.
Okay, well, we've got racing on Monday on the Polytrack. I'm armed with the changes. There have been a few late scratchings. Zietsman Oosthuizen has taken out a few late on Sunday. But Nino, of course, we're tipping as well to our subscribers. So we're going to be pretty brief. If you do want to subscribe, you can always do so. The video's on our channel. That's only for tomorrow, though. But we're going to run through your selections now, Nino. 8 races carded at Fairview on the Polytrack with the going standard. And I'm just going to bring up your selections now for Monday, the 10th of January. Okay, so let's go to the first of the 8 races on the Polytrack. And ask you what you like over here.
Nico, it's quite a competitive little maiden race. I think if Jack Be Quick behaves himself going down to the start and doesn't give the jockey a hard time, you could very well be a big runner. Grace Lightning here, she seems to be running every day in PE. So, but she's got the form. And then you've got the Raider, the Candace Bass that actually ran behind Pakaya, Midnight Cowboy. So that could improve. Stay the course, very disappointing. So for me, I think 1, 3, and 7.
1, 3, and 7 in that order. 1, 7, and 3. You've got them 1, 7, 3, and then 4. In the first race, Jack Be Quick has a compression mask, as you said. Can be unruly, Nino, at times, so they put a compression mask on that. Number 5, All Swagger, has a tongue tie on in that first race of the day. So that's a look at race number 1, 1, 7, 3, and 4. Race 2 is due off at 1:05, the start of the place accumulator, merit rated 90 handicap, and it is over 1,000 meters. In race 2, number 2, Sullenberger, has blinkers on. So blinkers on, number 2. But here, you're tipping Inherit the Rain for Caden Brewer.
Yeah, Inherit the Rain, big chance. I think Stranger Danger that, that extra 100 meters found her out last time. It's going to be much better over the 1,000.
Correct.
Evie's first, won very, very well last time out over the course and distance. So those are, I can't see anything else. 3, 1, and 4.
Yeah, 3, 1, and 4 in that order. I see that this was Inherit the Rain. He's had 4 runs on the Polytrack for 2 wins and 2 seconds. So he's had very good form on the Polytrack. So you've tipped him to beat at number 1, Stranger Danger. Okay, the third race is where the first of the scratchings comes. 20-2, the off time of a graduation plate over 1,200 meters. Scratches number 3, Ferrari is now out. That was one of your 4 selections. It's now out. And number 5, Legitimate, has a tongue tie and races with a compression mask on. You wanted to say something?
No, I said I gave that horse that has been scratched a chance, Nico.
Yeah. Yeah, but now number 1 is your top choice, Paris Rix, Richard Ferry. What a day he had. That ride in the last race, in the Stayers race, in that Chairman's Cup was absolutely superb. Double Mint came to fetch the favourite, one-way ticket, both from the Snaith stable. And maybe Richard had a point to prove, and he proved it at the line.
Yeah, I was just going to say that he was on a mission to beat that horse. Well, we're not going to mention names, but we know who it's owned by. So it looked like Richard really wanted to beat it.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me too. But anyway, Paris Rix is your selection here for Suzette Falloon. Had a great day's racing on Saturday, didn't she? I mean, Captain's Ransom, Hoodspray, yours Hoodspray came up again. Hoodspray, do it again. Would you ever think Hoodspray could be do it again at those weight turns?
Not at those weights, Nico, but yeah, I tipped Hoodspray a couple of months ago over the Durbanville when it won at Big Odds, and then I tipped it in P as a racing certainty, but I never thought that I could do it again at those weights. It shows you racing, but then again, all the excuses after the race, I believe do it again, lost a shoe in a run-in or something like that.
Yeah, we hear that, yes.
But yeah, but the money is gone, eh?
Yeah, the money's long gone.
Anyway, going back to this race, Paris Rix, it's a competitive little race. It does bring good Cape Town form. It beat Travel Master and ran third to Travel. If it takes to the Poly, it's got to be a big runner in this field. I think Glacier Gold, that's a filly. It's got to have a chance, and now No Lane Up has to come into the reckoning.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's a runner. His merit rating has come down from, I don't know how on earth it was 109, but it was 109 to 96. That equates to 6.5 kilograms that this horse has come down in ratings. And I think the rider may just get on well. He's never ridden at Louis Courtois, and he hardly ever rides for Tara Lang. So they probably need a very strong rider, and they've put him on. So it's interesting, the booking of Louis Courtois for that horse. But like you say, the horse to beat is Paris Rix, and Glacier Gold was heavily back last time, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. You mean the penultimate run or the last run?
I think both runs. Was it the penultimate? I think both runs it was backed. Eh? Maybe the penultimate was.
Yeah, it was backed. You're right. It actually started favourite behind Soundcheck. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, that's right. It was heavily backed. Correct.
And we made the Soundcheck the best bet on the card on our show.
Correct. That's right.
So, but on the run before that, when it did win, I think No Lane Up is 2.5 kilos. Like 3 kilos better off. Yeah. So, but it was beaten 6 lengths. So theoretically, it's gonna finish 3 lengths behind Glacier Gold.
Anyway, I'm expecting a better run from that in the third race. Just to repeat, number 3 is a scratching. Yes.
Can you give your input on this horse? Legitimate? Do you think? It can do anything over the 1200. No. I thought it would be a bit too sharp for it.
No, although they've put the blinkers on and taken the pacifiers off. But I did give a change there on Legitimate. They put a tongue tie on as well now and a compression mask on. But I think he'll be an okay horse in Quebec. He'll definitely be running on. But I think it's far too short. Yeah. I think maybe 1400 up. I mean, I don't know. But it's his first run on a Polytrack. He's capable of anything. I think on the breeding, though, I prefer it over slightly further. Hey?
Yeah, but maybe I'll add that in the exotics. I'm not sure. You know, I did run second to Cometidon. If you
Yeah,
look
that was
further
over
up,
80. No, no, the form is excellent, but the question mark is the trip.
well, you know, a couple of months ago, we saw Southern Star win over 1,000 when
That's right.
Neil
Yeah.
Andrew tipped it. We saw Hoodspruit win over 1,200. You know, I don't know what to make. I believe that it's too short, but it's so well bred.
It does look that way. It definitely does look that way, but stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
You know, we can talk about stories about Empress Club breaking a course record over 1,000 meters, you know. and then
I'll never forget that day.
And then that one race the other day, not so long back, about 6-7 months ago, was where the Summer Cup winner came out and won a sprint at the Vaal.
The Summer Cup winner.
Yeah, from years ago. Are
you talking about Legal Eagle?
No. Well, Legal Eagle did win at the Vaal. Yeah, Legal Eagle did win, but it wasn't that horse. I'll come back to in a moment. But just very quickly, the Mother Bambina Stripes.
But you're not talking about the one that also won a 12.
No, that also won over 12. Strange enough, that also won. But they didn't. The question is, they won over 1,200, but they won up the straight. This is round the turn on the Polytrack, and it's over 1,000. You know. So no, it is over 1,200. You're right. It is over 1,200, but it's a run round the turn. I'm just looking at the breeding. Legitimate is by Dynasty. The Relations by VAR. Serenity won over 1,450, and then Our Fair Lady was by Oratorio. Yeah, I prefer it over Further, hey, after looking very quickly at the pedigree. Bambina Stripes being the mother. 1, 4, and 5 are the horses there for Nino.
1, 2, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 4.
Okay, 1, 2, 4, and 5. Okay, 1, 2, 4, and 5 in the third. Okay, let's move over to the fourth race. It's a classified stakes race, and it is over 2,200 meters. Now, we know in classified stakes races that the fillies and the mares, if there are any, get a sex allowance and a sizable one. Scratches number 6, Flying Pekin. Tongue Tie goes on number 7, Cane, Lime, and Soda. Right, who's now moved provinces. What are you selecting here? You're going for number 10, actually. It's Young Nelson.
Where are we now? Yeah, Nico, you can help me here. This is a nightmare of a race. You know why I've gone for Young Nelson? Because Muzi Yeni, I believe, has got the pick of the rides, but the second, when it ran second to Super Silver, that's a run that I think is strong. Is strong enough to be competitive in this race. If you remember that Super Silver came out and won very, very well in Durban, carrying top weight. And then she did, Young Nelson did win last time out. I think it won much easier than the distance suggests. And there's got to be a runner. All I can say is that Charlie McCready's last run can be ignored completely. So that's got to come in with a chance. But Cane, Lime, and Soda, hasn't that horse made a fool of the people that study the merit ratings? So he's been very disappointing in Durban. He did manage to win a race eventually. I don't know how he's going to go first time on the PE Poly. Canna. Now, there's a filly I give a chance. I think Canna with Greg Sheen on utmost respect. I haven't tipped it. I didn't see it. That's why it's not on there. But I'm going to tell the people to definitely add that to the selection. She's a definite runner. But geez, there's so many. Magari, Uplifted. Even my boy Reese could cause an upset.
Yeah, this is a very, very tough race. You know, if you like Canna, you've got to look at Crystal Stream, the 4, as well. Reason being, if you go back to the Fairview run on the 11th of August, Crystal Stream is down 3. Canna is down. I've lost my card here. I'll just quickly go back to it.
Well,
But Canna was carrying 56s down to 53.5, so it's down 2.5. So it beats Canna, and it's better off. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely on that run. But the thing is that they're very inconsistent on this Polytrack. I mean, then she ran 13 lengths beyond. The time before, just what I'm trying to say, the time before she ran 1.6 lengths behind Jacob's Ladder. Next time out, she ran 14 lengths behind the horse, and she was a couple of kilos better off. So, you know, erratic form, this Polly, and these horses, they keep on running against each other all the time. But she's definitely got a chance. And I think Charlie McCready tomorrow at that price, you got to put a line right through that last run. I don't know what they did there. Zietsman won with a stable companion, a horse by the name of Quack Cigar. They know what they were doing, but gee, this horse was given a terrible ride. I don't think it was intent. He just came out the stalls and he was lying like 30 lengths behind the field. He had a mountain to climb, and
yeah, it says you're squeezed after the start. So obviously the start was very poor for it. Couldn't get in the race after that.
Yeah, but gee, we're going to load up there. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Bowl Strike, by the way, I know that's a fancy horse. I don't think he's going to stay the 2-2. Yeah. I know that horse. That extra 200 meters is going to be a problem for him. So, you know, probably on form and on the betting, you might want to add that in also. Look, if we're going wide, we're going to have to put it in. But I don't think he'll stay the 2-2.
Okay, so that is a tough one. As Nino says, race 4 is not nice. Race number 4 on the program, scratch I mentioned was number 6 Flying Peakin. Right, let's move on to our next race. Race 5 is a Pinnacle Stakes over 2,200 meters. It's due for 10-3, and in race 5, scratch number 6 Jacob's Ladder is out. So Jacob's Ladder is a non-runner. So Nino, take us through your selection here. 1, 2, and 3. Divine Odyssey from Aranjuez.
Well, I'm only going to talk about Nico. You can have the. I'm just picking number 1. You find the dangers.
Okay. Well, he won like he hadn't even contested a race. I mean, he wasn't even sweating or blowing or anything like that. I mean, he won like he'd beaten a nursery school full of children. Actually, last time out, it was his first run on the Polytrack, and he romped.
And I think he's actually a half a kilo better off with the horse that he did beat. Ranges.
Yeah.
Ranges goes up.
Up 1.
He's actually a kilo better off.
He's a kilo, and he beat him 2.5 lengths.
Yeah, but Nico, you know, it was the first run on the Poly, and I think the second horse was flattered by the how much 2 lengths. It could have been 12.
Absolutely.
Anyway. I don't know what to say about the rest of the field. I'm giving you number 1, and if you want people to add in, you can. If you can make a case for anything else in this field.
No, I think by the sounds of things that you're hinging your money on Divine Odyssey here, race 5, and I agree with you. I think it does look a class above there. Okay, now we're moving on to the 6th race, 25 past 3. It's a merit-rated 84 handicap. It's over 1,600 meters. In race number 6, number 8, Psycho King has a tongue tie, and number 10, Zigzag has a compression mask fitted. Here you're going with number 2, Al Romiachi for Greg Sheen and Alan Treff. Now, last time out, we were at pains to point out last time out that we weren't worried about the draw. Greg Sheen knew what he was doing, got up to and going away. And now hasn't also got the best of draws, but looks to come in again, Al Ramiachi.
It's drawn, what, 10 out of 10, but it's 1,600 meters. Last time it won over 14, drawn 16 out of 16. So are you worried about the draw? And I'm not worried about Mach 4. And I'm saying this now because I know someone has made Mach 4 the best bet on the card tomorrow. And I tell you that can never beat Al Romaniaci. That's all I'm saying.
Why do you say that? Why are you so confident?
I don't know. I'm just saying that I'm sorry, Nico, I can't see that beating El Romagnacci.
Yeah.
That's for me. That's my point of view.
Yeah. Okay. So you like 2 El Romagnacci ahead of 1 Mach 4. Mach 4 is making his debut for the Tara Lang stable in the colours of Etienne Braun, the ex-Justin Snape runner, Mach 4. Yeah. So those 2 really have the race to themselves, do they?
Yes, I think so. But I think El Romagnacci will beat him. In saying that, the horse did run second to Lucky Dancer on the on the gravel poly.
Yeah.
And it also ran second behind Gavel Strike. Now, Lucky Dancer, I think, came out to win again a couple of days ago.
It won during the week, yeah. It won on Wednesday. Yeah.
Correct. I just think that El Romagnacci, the way that it's been winning, I can't, I can't see it getting beat, Nico. If Mach 4 beats it, then it beats it. But I do believe it's between the 2 of them. I can't see much else.
Okay, moving on to the 7th race, the feature. The Allo handicap is restricted to 3-year-old fillies. It's over 1,300 meters. And in race 7, there's no changes here. So race 7 is clear as far as the changes are concerned. And Franca, we tipped quite confidently last time out. Won very well, beat Olivine by 2 1/4 lengths, stepping up over a bit further now, Franca. That's a worry for me. 1,300 meters, Nino.
Well, then your body is only 400. It's 1/12. So you think 100 meters further, it's spread by a fifth.
Yeah.
By a red ransom. So
interesting.
I'm not worried about the distance.
Yeah, Greg Sheen sticks with it though.
Yes, he does. And look, what did 1, 2, 3, 4? Nico, 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
Franca used my first choice, but I think Lola Pelosa was also badly ridden last time out. That could cause an upset. Zampak brings some nice form into the race from Cape Town, and being a raider by Justin, I don't think he'll make the trip there for nothing. That's got to be a runner. And Miss Nibbles won very well last time on the poly. And that's your quartet. I really believe you box those 4, you're in the money.
Okay, so 1, 3, 4, and 2. Interesting that Justin Snaith got a runner here in the feature race. Zampak. This is a non-black type race, but interesting that they should be traveling all the way there with Zampak. So I think that's got to have a chance. So 1, 3, 4, and 2. And then the last race, Nino, comes up at 25-5 on Monday. It's a merit-rated 68 handicap over 1,300 meters. And in the 8th and last of the day, there are no changes to talk of. And here, your top selection is number 4, Masterful, who won very well last time out and is looking to win again to beat Dogliotti, the stable companion.
Yes, Nico, I think Gavin Smith has got a very strong hand in this race. Masterful has come right. I know he's 6 years old, but he's hit form, something they must have rejuvenated him. I don't see any equipment change, but those kind of things happen. And I think Dogliotti and Baltic beat. I don't really like Kingston Rock. That's been a very disappointing horse for me. I think maybe Silver Celebrity coming over the shorter distance. Let me just have a look here. I think I've been running this horse over the wrong distances. The 1,400 last time I did run the 13. Let me see if anything happened. Cough post race. I think that's the only horse that could maybe cause an upset.
Okay, so 4, 2, 1, and 10.
But this is a very, it could you could get an upset result here, Nico. You could.
Okay. You could get an upset there. Masterful to beat Dogliotti, Baltic beat, and the 10 for 4th Silver Celebrity. Right, Nina, I'm going to bring up your bipot numbers. You're tipping a relatively inexpensive bipot, but you and I will be putting our heads together for our subscribers in the Jewel and the Crown promotion. As we all know, that promotion is currently running. So Nina's going to give the regular Clocking the Gallop supporters your bipot. It's a 30 rand. It's a 30 rand bipot combination for the moment. So yeah, do you want to go through it? Remember, 8 races.
I'm just going to get
Bipot starts in race number 1. So let me take you through it. 3 numbers in the first leg. 1 Jack Be Quick, 3 Midnight Cowboy, and 7 Grace Lightning. Then a Banker, Inherit the Rain. Do you want to carry on from there? Race 3.
Yeah, race 3, I'm only going 1 and 4. That is Paris Rix and Glacier Gold, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
The next leg we take in. I need to get here.
Yeah, 5 numbers.
I'm going 3, 7, 8, 10, 11, and I'm adding in number 14.
You're adding in Canna.
Canna. And also the horse you mentioned. Which horse did you
Crystal
mention?
Stream,
Crystal
number 4.
Stream.
Number 4. So it's 3, 4, 7, 8, 10, 11, and 14.
14.
Yeah. So
then I'm banking in number 1, Divine Odyssey, and then I'm banking in number 2, El Romagnacci. If people want to add in Mark 4 there, nothing wrong with that.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 7. 7 by 2, 14 by 3 is 42. If you add those 2 horses in and keep it as that, it's 42. If you add Mach 4 at the back, then it'll cost you 84 Rand. Nino, great to have chatted to you. There's lots to look forward to between now and the end of the month, because we're doing a trip, as we said. More on that probably tomorrow. The TAB have kindly come to the party and made some terrific donations for anyone that's coming on the trip. And I can confirm with you, Nino, not that I'm willing or not that I'm able at the moment to release the name, but at the dinner on Friday night, not only will Piers Stratton be there, which we talked about last week, but a very prominent Cape Town jockey who's got a ride in the Met and will be riding on the day has decided to join us at the dinner on Friday night. He is very popular and he is an excellent rider. So I'm not going to release that name just yet. We'll keep people in suspense and we'll tell people maybe later in the week. But there is a popular rider that is going to be joining us for some seafood in Cape Town the night before the Met when we all come down.
Perfect. You know, you're keeping me in suspense. I know who I wish it is. I hope it's him, but yeah. I'll wait for you to tell me.
Okay. Well, you wait.
You know who it is.
Yeah, I know who you want it to be, but let's wait and see. You might be pleasantly surprised. Okay, Nino, thanks very much for your time on the Sunday. Enjoy your racing on Monday and look forward to chatting to you again at the end of the week.
Actually, you're going to chat to me tomorrow morning, Nico.
Yeah, I know, but on Clocking the Gallop. I look forward to chatting you on the show at the end of the week. Thanks so much.
Pleasure, Nico.